Aloha, good morning. This is Caron B Davis of Caron B Realty International. And of course, we're all quite in a lot of sorrow for families right now as the heartbroken, to see the devastation and destruction of Lahaina in Maui. And we truly send our deepest condolences to the people who've lost their lives, their families, their homes, and their businesses. Lahaina was the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom and holds a very important cultural significance for families, Hawaiian families and local families here. I know people have been reaching out to see how they can donate. And if you are able to donate, please consider donating to help the people and community. We'll share a Google document with resources and donation information organizations that are coordinating people's efforts to really assist here in such a difficult time for families. And it's quite devastating. Each day we see how large this fire was. And Lahaina was totally just taken from us. So, please reach out and help as a community, as the world. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and text me about Lahaina. And, there's a lot of organizations. So please, if we all combine, hopefully that'll make it a little easier in this loss from so many. Anyway, today we're going to discuss what's going on in the market. And there was a dip in luxury home sales for homes last month, July compared to June. Condos, though, were quite soaring in sales. And let me put some charts up here so you can have a look at what's going on here. As far as single family sales, they were down about 33% from June to July this year. And the listing to sold ratio stays about the same. So what we're seeing is if listings are, as I've mentioned before, if listings are, priced correctly, they will sell in a relatively short time and extremely close to asking. And it's finding that magical number, of course. The amount of sales right now, the pending between 1.8 to 3 million, there's 87 active listings and 31 pending. Which constitutes quite a strong market compared to houses 10 million plus. There's 15 active, but nothing pending right now. The highest sale here on the island was for a single family home was Lani Kai. And I'll take you to that home now. And that home was a very large home, a little under 5,000 square feet on land area of 16,000 square feet, and just located minutes away from the white sandy beach that so many families enjoy there in Lani Kai. It had a cottage, a pool guest house, and an office as part of this estate. So it was a perfect home, to be living, working, have visitors, and then also to relax on that world famous beach. If we go back to the single family statistics, you can see, as I mentioned, we're down about 33% from June. And one of the interesting numbers I saw here was mainly July through, July 22, July 2022, and July 2021. It seemed like that month had less sales in summer than most the other months for July. But you'll have a copy of this to go through and make your own analysis, of course. Moving on to the condominium market. Yes, incredible. You can see there in July, we've had 16 sales compared to 5 in June. So we saw an incredible amount of sales, more sales of condominiums in July. It was up about 220%. So from 5 to 16 sales. And, it's nice to see the condominium market growing, the luxury market. And the listing to sold ratio was very close. It was about 95.9%. And about 25% of the inventory sold at asking or above asking. And price per square foot was about no change. If we go and look at the highest sale, was on the Gold Coast, and this was at a building called Diamond Head Apartments, which is a beautiful apartment there on the water. And this condominium I've seen over the years is meticulous craftsmanship. This sold for $5.5 million, and it was sold to some local buyers, which is fantastic to see. And it's just exquisite. It's for somebody who really appreciates quality. It had exquisite details throughout. There is absolutely no way you could rebuild this condominium for the price that these particular buyers bought the condo for. Solid mahogany doors and just construction skill, very fine detailed woodwork throughout with incredible wood from all over the world. And of course, they get to enjoy that beautiful ocean there at Diamond Head. And moving on from here, just to let you know, to the condominium sales, the highest ones always seem to be in the Gold Coast, which is Diamond Head Apartments, 3019 Kalakaua. Trump's had a few, La Pietra, and then next month, or maybe the month after, we've got a big surprise. Park Lane has an extremely record-breaking sale that I found out just went into escrow, but it hasn't recorded yet. So I'm looking forward to sharing that news with you when it sells. We can't really say a lot until it shows sold in escrow. Now, moving on to the photos, Marianne's photos, of course, this week, and she brings up the birds. And, of course, birds are a central part of our ecosystem as pollinators, seed dispersal of many plants, and keeping a variety of insects in check. So the whole ecosystem, of course. And here is a teeny scale-breasted Munia, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, feeding on grass seed. If we go to the second picture here of Marianne's, it's a beautiful coloured male house finch. Absolutely stunning. And again, Marianne's taken all these photos. They're just beautiful. And they're Honolulu city birds, the elegant white tern, and the teeny and colourful red-billed Leothrix, which enjoy dense forest undergrowth. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Marianne, for those photos. Just incredible photography. And just wanted to wish everyone have a wonderful weekend. And, please, if you could, look at the Google Doc we put on here and choose your cause that you would like to donate money to the Lahaina families and businesses that were so affected. Much mahalo and have a lovely weekend.